You know, living in this house, the house that I live in, it's a split foyer. What that means is that when you come in the entrance from the front side, there's a upstairs and a downstairs, so it splits into two. They call it a split level, is another word for it. And so I primarily try to stay toward the bottom half of the house a lot of the times, right? And so today I just felt like, resetting, clearing up a lot of things, trying to make it trying to clean up everything and reset the entire house. So I just wanted to have fresh air. I opened up the back doors. I've got the two swinging doors. So I opened up the swinging doors, just left them open the entire day, right? I closed my bedroom door. I said, you know what? If flies come in, they'll fly right back out, which they did. I was right. So I went to work, left my back doors open. Entire day. I live in a good neighborhood. I can do stuff like that. So I go to work. Only 3 hours, by the way, so I'm okay with, making those exceptions. I got cameras and all that. Come back, and as I come back, I decide to sit on my couch. So I sit on the couch, right? And as I'm sitting on my couch, this big dragonfly comes right next to me. And I said, "Golly, what the?" This ain't no dragonfly, by the way. I use that as a reference. This is like a butterfly dragonfly. This is the eagle of all insects. Right next to me, and all you hear is I said, "Oof! Whoa!" When I tell you, I got up so fast. I don't do bugs. If it's a roach, I'll stomp the roach. I don't like seeing the roaches. I'm getting them out of here. Spiders, I'll stomp spiders. We talking about colossal insect right next to me. I got up and had a stare down with it. And when I kid you not, when I first got up, my initial reaction, off rip, I balled my fist up. The bug was this big. I balled my fist up because I knew there was you ain't getting no magazine and just clapping at. No. This thing, you gotta fight. I don't know what type of insect that was, but never again in my life will I leave my back doors open for whatever to fly in my house. That threw me off. I don't do insects. No. I don't even know how people have it in them to hold up snakes and all that. Nope. I hold up some monkeys. Give me some birds. Mammals, I can do. When we start getting out of the mammal scene and we start getting into reptiles, you lost me. I touch a snake. You know what I'm saying? I might. That's it. That's all you gonna catch me do. That's all you getting out of me. People that be having the snake wrapped around 3 times, I'm just deuces. You done for. When that snake gets its mind of its own, it's a wrap. When it feels like taking you out, you done for. I had somebody recently that told me they seen a python. If I ever see a python, I don't even know who to call for that. Do you still call the wildlife resource type people? Do you call the police? Or do you call on God? It's one of those 3 options, because a python? When I moved into this house, this pool right here, my homie, he was here whenever they was doing the inspection. I had stuff to do, but he had told me, he was like, "Hey, there's a snake in your pool? It's a python." Ain't no python in the pool. He was joking, but it was still a snake in the pool. And now I got to think, like, man, all these woods, these trees and stuff you see in the background, this lovely Tennessee climate that we have, snakes love this area. I was told that there's raccoons, there's possums. I haven't seen any personally where I live at, but they are somewhere in this vicinity. They're definitely somewhere within this vicinity. Yeah, a lot of animals I don't do, man. I don't like animals. I like dogs. Dogs are cool. I can do dogs. Actually, I've got many different favorite dog breeds. Maybe I could do this in another video to really break it down, but I'm just going to keep it simple. I'll just go through a couple of breeds that I like. First 2 being an English Bulldog and French Bulldog. I think that the French Bulldogs are some of the smartest dogs you can get. English Bulldogs, I think that they're some of the laziest, funniest bulldogs or dogs you can get. Like, you're going to have a fun time with your English Bulldog, but that thing's going to be lazy. You're going to watch him just sit and fart, and then you know what I'm saying? And then he going to come up and just run up you and just flip over, and he going to do all the funny stuff. He going to the wrinkles, everything all over his face, Problem with the English Bulldogs is they shed so much, the hair gets all over you. Now you walking in looking like you got a mink coat on everywhere you go. got a mink coat on because your dog's shedding all over the place. I was talking to somebody the other day. She said she wear wigs, right? She said, yeah, whenever I get home, I just put it on top of my dog cage. I said, huh? I said, you put your wig on top of your dog cage? She said, yeah, I got one of those like fancier table type dog cage. I said, oh, okay. I thought you was just talking about a crate. Can you imagine putting a wig on top of the crate, just let the hair? Oh, man. You imagine taking a girl home and you pull the wig off and she got little strands of other hair. You don't even know. Oh, you don't even know who the hair is. You out here wondering, why this Siberian Husky got my girl? Oh, that's another one. So Siberian Huskies are also a good one. My problem is, again, the long hair. I'm not trying to clean up shedded hair every single day, all day. I don't got time for that. I barely have time for a dog, which is why I haven't even went to get a dog as of recent. But I do understand that, you know, I don't want no dog that shed. Mainly because if I get a dog, when I was a kid, my family would always keep their dogs outside. And these are small to medium-sized dogs. I felt like they didn't need to be outside, but they did survive their life that way. But me personally, I would choose to have my dog inside. And if I'm going to have an inside dog, maybe about medium size, max. I don't want nothing. Dog ain't about to be right here. You know what I'm saying? Me and Doberman not about to be in the videos out here bobbing back and forth, Snoop Dogging. You know what I'm saying? Not happening. Not happening. So big dogs, not really cool, but I do appreciate big dogs like Dobermans, Golden Retrievers. I think Golden Retrievers are smart. Siberian Huskies are cool. Pit Bulls are good. They're not big, but the Pit Bulls are cool. Small dogs, I used to think that not Pomeranians. What's the other one with the bug eyes? What's the one with the bug eyes? Pugs. Pugs. I used to think pugs were dope. I used to think they were so dope. One of my coworkers came to my job one day with her pug. First time I'd ever seen a pug in my life. I'd never seen pugs before. In person, I see them on TV, YouTube, everywhere else. Plenty of times. I'd never seen one in person. You got a pug? Pretty pug. Whole time. This pug from minute 1, second 1, to the end of me leaving. What? That's what your dog does? He ain't out of breath? He ain't just run or something? He's just, yeah, that's how he breathes. And sometimes his eyes pop out. What? Yeah, his eyes pop out of the body, the skull. And they got to put the eyeball back into the eye. I said, nope, no pugs for me. That fits in the same category as reptiles. No, thank you. I'm done. No, thanks. I'm good on that one. Yeah, animals is insects, animals. I'm not really that type of person, man. I'm not an outdoorsy type person. I'm outdoorsy in the sense of I'm gonna come outside, I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna do things of that nature. But hiking, I'm not at that level in life yet. I think one day I will go hiking. But I don't like the pollen. I don't like the insects. I don't like getting bit up by mosquitoes. That's not fun to me. That stuff, that don't hit for me. I wish that I could train my body to not care about those types of things, but hey, it is what it is, right? You got to know what you're good and bad at in life. You can be good at things, you can be bad at things. You just got to be aware of the things that you are good and bad at, the things that you do like and that you don't like, right? But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there, man. It's a funny story. I was thinking about it today. I was just like, man, I can't believe this big Guambo, Montano Bay baseball, Dominican Republic style throw came straight into my house, and I just was ready to bat. Luckily, I striked out because he went straight out. You know what I'm saying? But that thing was huge. That thing was huge. Actually, there was another one. I think it's gone now, but I've recently, it's still here. Actually, I can show you. I'll take the camera. This will be the last thing before I hop up out of here. So on this, I have a fan right here, right? I'm gonna stop it. On this fan, if you look at it, there is some white dots. You see those white dots? Those have like little sticks attached to them, right? And on those little sticks, I was like, what is this? Right? You want to know what it is? Those are moth eggs. About 25 of them. And all you got to do is just wipe away, throw them away, whatever the case is, but still, you know. Too many insects around my house, and I don't like it. I don't like seeing these insects here. If I see a frog, it's over. I'm literally gonna rip it.